big boys here. And this is the losers final. Wumbo versus ZeroT. Alright. Are we starting? Okay, we're starting. So now, again, we're going directly into this because big boys don't warm up. And it looks like they're both actually playing pretty well. So, you know, this is looking suspiciously like they warmed up beforehand. I don't know, so they could possibly not be big boys, I don't know. But what matters is the match at hand, because Wumbo starts it off with a very nice downstack combo, putting on some pressure to ZeroT, but ZeroT does a good job at downstacking through that. And now ZeroT also going for a weird donation there. I wouldn't even call that donation, that's like theft. But despite that, he's still doing a good job at putting on pressure to Wumbo's side. And Wumbo now just trying to get some more damage off. He's at the bottom of his board and he doesn't have much garbage, so he is gonna be in a pretty powerful position here. Spiking ZeroT up, but now ZeroT has so much clean garbage to work with. Now, going for the Tetris there, and that's gonna be almost it for ZeroT. Wumbo just barely surviving. He doesn't have anything to put under the piece though. And that's gonna be the first round for ZeroT. Looks like maybe Wumbo could have used that warm-up. Wumbo also messing up his 4-wide. That's something that you don't see very often. And because of that, he's gonna have to go into a small little 2-wide combo at the center of his board, and then build off into back-to-backs. But speaking of misdrops, ZeroT is not doing too hot either, having quite the misdrops to work with. Now, barely finding that downstack. He's just barely hanging on too. Trying to forecast a T-spin, but it's too late. Wumbo was able to get down and then build some T-spin. And so now, ZeroT trying to back-to-back his way down. Just keep the pressure up. And it looks like as far as back and forth and back-to-back goes, they're pretty even, I want to say. Although, in the downstacking department, I think that Wumbo's a bit better. Especially at getting those nice resourceful combos and putting cheese on board. That's not to say that ZeroT is bad at it at all. ZeroT is also pretty good on doing that. Now ZeroT going for a nice 2 T-spin doubles there. Just trying to get some APM out. He's pushing up Wumbo here. But misdrops an eyepiece, so he's gonna have to waste both the eyepieces. Can't get the Tetris, and while he's kind of fixing his misdrops, Wumbo's able to get down, and he's able to continue on some more pressure. Now ZeroT's the one under pressure, but not for long. He takes the opportunity with all that clean garbage on board to just send it right back. So this is kind of the pinnacle and the essence of what I mean by back and forth. Because if you see, it's just clean garbage being exchanged back and forth, and each one sending the same amount back. And it looks like, yeah, both of them are holding back to back and just sending away. And now Wumbo gets to the very bottom of his board faster than ZeroT can. But ZeroT has more potential garbage to work with, especially because he can access the clean in the middle. So again, both even, very strong back and forth. But ZeroT now playing a bit messy, and that's it's an untimely kind of time to have hurry up garbage show up. So now hurry up garbage. Also, Wumbo being in an unfavorable spot for it too, but he does downstack nicely. Now putting the cheese onto ZeroT. ZeroT trying to deal with it, but he can't seem to handle the cheese, and Wumbo's gonna take that round. An untimely time. Alright, listen. I'm not very good at English, okay? Alright. So now we have ZeroT. Just putting on some early pressure to Wumbo's side. Now, Wumbo finding some nice attacks though too. Gets a T-spin double and a Tetris. Gets down stack to the very bottom too. And ZeroT is also doing a good job at canceling off the potential garbage that's being put on his side. Go for a T-spin mini or two. Back to back, so cycle off to that D piece in order to maintain back. Again, he knows that that's gonna have to happen for it to work out. So it looks like Wumbo now having a small misdrop with a Z piece, and ZeroT is definitely gonna put some pressure onto that, and he's gonna continue that pressure off into a win. That's not my internet, by the way. I'm watching this game just fine. It's actually Jolf's. Because I'm not streaming this. So, now we have ZeroT. ZeroT just barely hanging on with that misdrop. He tries to get out, but Wumbo's doing a good job of keeping on the attack. So again, very even match. But what's interesting is that we're not actually seeing Wumbo do 4-wide at all. I don't know, it may be just the ultimate disrespect towards ZeroT. Saying that cheap is better. Not to say that cheap is bad, but ZeroT did win against cheap. So now ZeroT building up a strange fractal there, and it looks like maybe Wumbo is the right need to play against ZeroT. So now, ZeroT is just trying to get some more pressure in. Goes for a nice Z prop there, into a down stack combo, but it's not going to put that much cheese onto Wumbo's side. So Wumbo's going to be able to not really be affected by that. And now has such a clean garbage well to work with. Just able to cancel off all of ZeroT's attacks without taking a single scratch. So now, we see Wumbo over here. Just, again, building up those nice T-spin doubles. Forecast another one well, too. ZeroT is going to be under so much pressure. Gets a T-spin double and a Tetris, though. So just trying to fight to put some more pressure onto Wumbo's board, so he doesn't completely run free. And now Wumbo's being high up, but his garbage isn't particularly difficult to get through, so he's going to be able to kind of grind through that with relative ease. And because of that, while he was down stacking, that was putting on a lot of damage to ZeroT's side. Now ZeroT is also going to try and combo through. Gets a little bit of cheese garbage, but it's not nearly enough to really do much to Wumbo. But Wumbo is lacking an eyepiece. He does cycle to it, though. And so now ZeroT, also, again, being good on the defense. Both of these players attacking and defending so well. But this time, ZeroT misdrops an S-piece, now trying to fix through it, but Wumbo has such a huge well to work with! Again, he had another O-piece and I-piece of combo to work with. So he ended that match with damage to spare, really. And now, Wumbo looks to be trying to get some more spikes off. ZeroT trying to claw his way back into this game. He gets a T-spin single there, forecasts a T-spin single again. Now trying to find a down stack from here. Again, because Wumbo is doing a good job of putting up the pressure still. And it looks like the boards are evening out. Again, we may have to wait until Hurry Up Garbage to be the decider of these games. But Wumbo is able to spike ZeroT out at the very end there. And I think that's what's causing it. It's not only ZeroT's mid-drops, but also, if we examine a bit deeper, it's also the fact that Wumbo's ability to spike is a lot greater than ZeroT's. Especially when it comes to those surprise spikes with downstack combos. Wumbo's definitely been winning and taking a few games off of that. So now we see ZeroT being pushed up, now has a lot of clean garbage to work with. And Wumbo also has some misdrops, so he's not going to be able to pile on any more pressure. ZeroT, now it's his turn to misdrop, but this time it's looking a lot more catastrophic for him. Builds a fractal on top of it, though. It looks like he has no intention of trying to get down from that misdrop until he executes that fractal. And it's that level of procrastination, of downstacking, that lets Wumbo just fix up what he has and then win the round. So now ZeroT going for a fractal here, but it's not a very effective fractal because he has to cancel off the last bit. But even then, he doesn't get a bad combo off of it. The combo actually works slightly towards his favor, although what isn't helping him at all is the misdrops afterwards and the kind of strange decisions. And now we see another Z-piece misdrop. ZeroT is really losing his composure. He's a very seasoned player too, so it's unusual to see someone lose their composure like that is this experienced, especially in tournament. But even then, Wumbo just trying to downstack from here, but he misdrops the I piece and the S piece. Still tries to find a way back down. Both of them misdropping so much. This is an absolute shit show going on right now. Wumbo now getting the T-spin single. ZeroT not finding the attack. All he has to do is just build an overhang for a T-spin double, take it, and win the round. But he doesn't seem to be doing that. He builds up a Tetris, but that takes too long. And now Wumbo's going to be able to get out of this one. Still not at a comfortable spot though. Wumbo just downstacking a bit more. ZeroT again not putting on the pressure that he needs to be putting on because Wumbo is going to be able to get a T-spin double and keep on those Tetrises. And he's just completely styling on him with an 8-1 stack. ZeroT seems to be slowing down a little bit more. Possibly trying not to misdrop, possibly because he's offended, who knows. But what we do know is that actually ZeroT is getting a nice spike off. And takes the win. But now he misdrops that J piece, and that one's looking a lot worse than the other ones. Wait, am I getting fired? Okay, this is not a time to be worrying about getting fired. I gotta commentate this match. So we've got Wumbo over here. Okay, he's building up a 7-2 stack, but ZeroT is so low on the board. He has headroom to time attacks and just tank so much, and now he has such a clean garbage well to work with. Now, meanwhile, Wumbo has his garbage hole covered. Now has to use an eyepiece, but ZeroT, what are you doing? ZeroT just has a complete show of modern art on his side of the board. And Wumbo's gonna take that round.